Alright, next starts our next one. Our next boy should be halfway through the zone again. We'll have to keep that in mind. I always forget about her until I like glance in that room. Oh yeah, that's right. They gave sorcerers a twin blade because twin blade was such a good and viable PvP weapon. They used to just wreck people because they basically erased everything that had to do with poise in Dark Souls 2, and they put it onto a ring. And they basically did the same thing in Dark Souls 3. Like, it's really easy to get your poise just fucked by the Fume Knight Greatsword, for example. Which is... I know it got nerfed since the last time I played Dark Souls 3, which was, like, on release. But I think it's still probably a good viable weapon, because that's the weapon I use, because it was the one that I went with when I started doing strength builds. That's a very solid one. I'm sure it's still good, but it might not be as good as it used to be. Oh hey, it's Flex Steel Sentry. A very buffed up Flex Steel Sentry. Okay, Mr. Beyblade, Jesus. 3,500 souls for him to be that ridiculous. And I didn't get the item up there? Put it in my right hand. Oh, it's because of the effigies. That's why. I have, like, all the fucking effigies in the world. Mostly because on this run, with this character, I died a significant amount less than what I did on the other one. Alright, with that, we're done. Move on to the next bonfire. We'll just teleport to it. Okay, so I still need to find out how to get in that door. Alright, and then I think I got the garrison key for over here. Alright, so we'll do this boss last, because this is my least favorite boss in all of Dark Souls 2. Like, if you thought the other ones were bad, where you had to do, like, sprints through bullshit, this one is the worst. The fucking Kirins, I believe is what they're called, are awful. So essentially, the Kirins are these, like, like these deer-dog hybrid things that could just hit you for, like, 1,400, like, off one hit. Like, they're ridiculously tough, so they, like, soak up your Estus, so by the time you actually get to the boss, you're lucky if you have, like, 4 or 5 Estus. But there's, like, ways to quote-unquote counter/negate it. Like, there's these, like, places where you can stick in the Pharaoh's Lockstone and get these healing pools that you get to sit in, and the healing water heals you extremely slow. And it's a very slow process, very boring process if you do it that way. So I want to just save that for last. I basically saved all my least favorite bosses for last, more or less. I've saved Ancient Dragon for last. I've saved... I don't know how I didn't aggro that guy the first time when I came through here, but that's a good thing I didn't. Anyway, so I saved Ancient Dragon for last. I've saved Dark Lurker for last. I've saved Natasha and her little chub clubs for last. Just because, well, those two are like the end. But I don't like fighting them. Dick of an NPC. Yeah, you coward. love my dinosaur-faced friends. The last one's behind Ava, but like I said, I want to go get the rest of the items in this DLC before we move on. Because realistically, after this, there's very few things left that I have to do. It's basically just a boss rush after this. It's going to be Ava's 2 butt buddies. It's going to be the Ivory King himself. Then it's going to be Dark Lurker into Ancient Dragon into the Throne and other Defender right into Natasha, and then our ending. And then this will just be faster if I just rest and teleport, so I'll just do that. Oh nice, I dropped Twinkling. I think those guys respawn, so I don't really want to put another soul into the other guy. Oh fuck, that one's a mimic. It's gonna go into the soul of the guy anyway. Shit. I want to try and bait these guys downstairs. I can just ignore her. Oh, nice, and then this brings me out here. Okay. I still have a little more to explore before I come back here, I believe. So I'm just gonna backpedal a bit. Ah, there's a chest there. Okay, well, yeah, I don't give a shit. I don't like fighting those giants. Okay, yeah, that was it. Perfect. Now comes the worst part. I don't want to do this. Alright. So here's the biggest bullshit in the entire game, is trying to make your way through this. Oh my god, please fuck off. You oversized fucking horse. Oh my god. You're so fucking nimble! I'm gonna die. Oh my god, what a fucking AIDS area. Holy fuck. I hate the Ava fight, but now that I gotta fight 2, this is even worse. Especially since one of them is constantly healing the entire fight. Okay.
Chaotic case of conquering domination. Psychopath snapped by chains of imprisonment. A bludgeoning perception, chaotic case of conquering domination. Psychopath snapped by chains of imprisonment, a bludgeoning force that's undermining the government. Inflict strain below the structure, collapsing below my pressure. Inflict strain below the structure, collapsing below my pressure. Break of the edge, crusher. 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 The purest nonconformist, jaded subhuman terrorist. From flesh to steel and blood to blade, I fight to exist. Arrival of justice, extreme rush of hatred. Survival in a twisted world where nothing is sacred. Inflict strain upon the structure, collapsing below my pressure. Inflict strain upon the structure, collapsing below my pressure. Break of the edge, crusher. 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 Break of the edge, crusher.
Fuck you, bitch. Worst boss fight in all of Dark Souls 2. Hands down. Maybe Ancient Dragon. That depends on if I get good RNG like I did this. Fuck me, dude. Should have beat it the first time, I just didn't get let down fast enough, and then it just becomes a DPS check afterward, and it's just like a bunch of hoopla. So now we start off with the best boss fight in all of Dark Souls 3, in my opinion. This one is top tier besides for Sir Alone. Very tough between this and Sir Alone, which one's better. But I love these guys. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Me and the boys! Now, the thing that makes this guy incredibly difficult for a lot of people is the fact that he's left-handed. A lot of people don't realize that him being left-handed actually affects the fight a lot. Oh, that was close. GG's, Ivory King. Solid fight, very solid fight. And that is all the DLCs. So now, never figured out what the crowns do, why they have a lingering heat or whatever, but now comes the fun part of where we now just do our boss rush, where we'll do Dark Lurker and Ancient into the final two. Now, I know it's not ideal to save this particular one for Dark Lurker to go through, but I like to do this one because the bonfire is just right next to it, so it makes it a very simple just run there and you're good to go, especially because this Havel guy's here. I was trying to light my butterfly. At least they didn't soak it up. That would have been pissed. Alright, now that that's lit, I need to find the proper drop to get out of here. Fucking rapiers. You're the reason people don't like Dex builds. Holy shit! Alright, Mr. Dark Lurker. Fuck! I got so close. God damn it. Chug. Fuck! Fuck you. Oh, I think that boss is the one I died to the most. I don't think I've died to any boss in here more than once in the whole playthrough. That's not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Oh, okay. We got this. 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 I didn't know he could do that. That was a surprise to me. Bitch! Let's fucking go! For those of you who are curious, you can glitch out Ancient Dragon so he doesn't really do that flying in the air bullshit to really fuck up your playthrough. If you just keep bouncing between those toes, and then if you hit the toe correctly, you do maximum damage, and you won't do the negated damage if we're to do it otherwise. Alright. Comes down to this, just the last, technically 3 bosses, but it's the last 2 bosses. God, you're hot. Anybody who doesn't like Emerald Herald is like the best firekeeper is fucking wrong. And I don't care who you are or what you say, you're wrong. Her alone makes Dark Souls 2 the best. Like, waifu material right there.
Tragedy of my slow decay, deceptive tendencies dragged my soul away.
I wasn't paying attention as much as I probably should have been. That is entirely my own fault. I thought she would spend some more time buffing, so I thought I would have had enough time to just dick that dude down real quick and then go from there. So if you walk up to this area with the ring equipped, this guy doesn't unhollow. Go figure. One of those designs about Dark Souls 2. You can choose who unhollows and who doesn't if you wear certain things or do certain things. Which is what makes the game have like so much more replayability than a lot of the other Dark Souls games. It's just the vast amount of weapons, the vast amount of equipment, and just like storylines. And then if you're like me and you did the whole thing where you're like not really playing online, or you're not partaking in the online activities, you have to go to at least New Game Plus to get some items from Chandler of whatever the fuck his face is, and he'll give you the items that you need to succeed, basically, to get like all the achievements. So eventually, whenever I do decide to pick this game back up after I do my whole Dark Souls, all the Dark Souls FromSoft games, and then eventually when Armored Core 6 comes out, I'll be playing that as well. I've heard a lot of good things from the Armored Core series, I've just never been able to play them. Mostly because I was an Xbox kiddo. Now, something we're doing is purely just for achievement hunting for me later. After you defeat those guys, if you go and talk to Kale, he'll give you his set, which also gives you an achievement, but there's certain stuff you need to get from Navlan through the assassination questline. You have to kill this guy, or you can take and buy his ladder miniature. For Kale, you need the helmet. For Kerrigan, that guy who won't talk to you unless you're in the Dark Covenant, you have to give over that guy's helmet. You have to give over a staff for Kerrigan, and then you have to give over the aged feather from the lady here, the Emerald Herald, to get through his whole quest line. And then he also unlocks a shop for you to buy some of the stuff, as well as gives you some of the stuff that is required for 100% Dark Souls completion. So that's something to take a note of if you guys ever want to do your full completion. You need to hand over some of your really nice stuff, or you need to do certain quest lines. Alright, now all we need to do is kill Natasha. I will say that Natasha is probably hands down the weakest endgame boss for any of the Souls series. I really hope that, they learn from it, which I think they did, because they went on to make the Lord of Cinder, who was perfection. And then they went on to make all of Sekiro's endgame bosses, and then especially no matter which ending you go through, the bosses are just fucking great. Again, for Sekiro, I will probably do the full playthrough with the good ending, quote-unquote, where you go through and you defeat all the bosses and whatnot. But I definitely still need to do a Shura ending, so I might stream me doing the Shura ending. So if that's something you guys want to see, let me know down below, and we'll do that. And then for Elden Ring, hopefully by the time I get to Elden Ring and I have all the videos for Elden Ring out, hopefully the DLC will also be out. Because as of the recording date of this, it is 2/27. So I'm expecting, if I get through everything in Dark Souls 2 by the end of March, start of April, I'm hoping by May or June, maybe even July when I go into that stuff, we'll have that all knocked up and whatnot. Nashandra. Really boring, really bad.
Many monarchs have come and gone.
Oh god, right, I forgot about fuckface.
One drowned in poison.
Another succumbed to flame.
Give us your answer.
Oh god. Also doesn't make this whole section very fun. It's literally basically 4 bosses back to backs, and it's just a really unfun experience. Which is why I think a lot of people hated Dark Souls 2, was because of the literal, like, full boss back to back.
Or something else entirely.
Alright. Proceed to the throne. I think the throne ending is the only one with an achievement, so.
You who link the fire. You who bear the curse. Once the fire is linked, souls will flourish anew, and all of this will play out again. It is your choice to embrace or renounce this. Great Sovereign, take your throne. What lies ahead, only you can see.
And that is the Dark Souls of 2. Like I said, the ending kind of sucks, but like everything else is really, really good, and I really appreciate the differences that this game brought that affected all of Dark Souls 3, and then what eventually changed and affected Elden Ring. I know a lot of people give this game a lot of hate, but it's really unwarranted, especially considering that this was the one that was the rushed the most out of 1, 2, and 3, if we're only going based off of the Dark Souls trilogy, not the series as a whole of like Soul series made by FromSoft. But they definitely made up for it mostly in the DLC. Fume Knight was god tier, Sir Knight alone was amazing, Burn Ivory King's amazing. Sin, you know, was awesome. The 3 different, basically characters that everybody has known to come and love with just different names was also really nice. I have no idea what's going on with my credits. Try not to get a seizure. Like, that's really bad. What the fuck? Weird. But yeah, no. And even the Squalid King or Queen was a really fun fight. Thankfully, I didn't get fucked and she didn't summon Voldstat, or I would have rage quit. Because I hate Voldstat. Voldstat's a bitch. Probably isn't bad if I want a strength build or something with like Crush instead of Thrust to just get through his armor a little bit better. But I personally don't like that fight. And it's 100% because I'm a Dex user. That's all that is. If I wasn't a Dex user, it wouldn't be that bad. But yeah, with that being the wrap-up of Dark Souls 2, let me know what your favorite bosses are. And if you dislike Dark Souls 2, you know, leave a comment or two. I wanna understand why people don't like this game. Beyond just their surface level of it's a meme to dislike Dark Souls 2. I really want to understand. see if I can help change your thought process on it. But you guys take care, stay awesome. I'll catch you guys on the next one.